Hello dear students, welcome to the another video tutorial of parasitology. In that we have started with the chapter 5th and we are completing today to this chapter, that is the life cycle, pathogenicity and control measures of various parasite. In that we have seen the we are going to see the last um, completing part, that will be the prophylaxis and control measures as well as the parasitic adaptations of the Taenia solium. Okay, and in last session we have seen the life cycle of Taenia solium, that you will be able to remember by this flow chart. Okay, so the adult tapeworm in human gut, then the second step will be the fertilized egg in the mature proglottids, then the egg capsules in the gravid proglottids, okay, and then the oncospheres in the gravid proglottid. Then the next step will be in the gravid proglottid or the oncospores from the human fecuses is going to get out. Okay, then it will be going to um, invade its the secondary host. Okay, that will be the pig, that out from the human body with the fecuses, that cysts are the going to oncospores in the gut of pig due to the carpophagous behavior. Okay, and then the next stage in the intestine of the adult pig will be the hexacanth in the gut of this particular um, host. Okay, and then the next step will be this hexacanth in the intestinal blood vessels and going to migrate in the its um, human beings. Okay, sorry, the in the pigs. Okay, and then when the blood circulation, it will be cysticerus forms into the bladder worm. Okay, and that cysticerus in the strap muscle will be going to invade, and that cysticerus is going to make a place into these muscles, into the meshy porks. Okay, and that raw or the undercooked meat, or the pork is eaten by the human beings. Okay, and that cysticerus in the gut of the human being is going to invade, and after that infective stages, the adult tapeworm in the human gut is again get attached by means of the hooks or its rostellum. Okay, so it will be attached to the mucous membrane again. Okay, and then adult tapeworm again formed, and it will continue its life journey. Okay, then again it will be ripe and gravid proglottid, loaded with the egg, pass out the fecus. Okay, and again the that uh, proglottid is gravid with the branch uterus containing the egg in that will be ingested by means of the pig, again the new pig, and again this life journey of this particular parasite Taenia solium is going to continue. Okay, so in this session, that will be the fifth session of the Taenia solium, we will look after the effect of the parasite on the host, is also known as the pathogenicity of that particular parasite on the host. Okay, so the infection of this Taenia solium cause a disease called as teniasis. Okay, and in human beings. Okay, so the teniasis is characterized by abdominal discomforts like pain, indigestion, vomiting, constipation. Okay, loss of appetite, diarrhea, and nervousness of like disorders. Okay, and uh, insomnia. Okay, nausea and epileptic fits. Okay, the epileptic fits means if that particular parasite is going to migrate uh, uh, and that will be the epilepsy, that will be severe brain disease known as the epilepsy, and that epilepsy fit is going to occur over there. Okay, so its infection may cause the eosinophila, okay, and up to 13%, and the observations in the passage of alimentary canal that the taniasis is comparatively less dangerous than the cysticercosis, okay, and caused by the infection of the bladder worm or the cysticerus larva, okay. So the cysticerus, that means that bladder worm, uh, is going to dangerous than the lesser teniasis, okay. The teniasis means the adult tapeworm infections, and that adult tapeworm is residing in your gut, that will be the teniasis. But this cysticercosis that caused by the infection of bladder worm into the, or that cysticerus larva to the adult human being, that will be the dangerous thing than the steniasis. Okay, sometimes it has been seen that the somehow the man ingests the oncospores, okay, and then with these contaminated food and drink, okay, so due to antiperistaltic movements, okay, that antiperistaltic means our gut is going to peristalsis during the one direction, okay, that antiperistaltic movements of the intestine of humans, then bladder worm enters through the intestinal circulations in the different part of the body, okay. So that after reaching in the vital organs like liver, eyes, brain, and cysticerci get, that will be insisted that cause serious, even the fatal diseases, okay. As you can see, the encystment or the encystment in eyes may cause blindness, and brain develops the epilepsy. Epilepsy is the severe brain disorders in that the memory of that particular person is in danger. That person is not going to remember some things, or the epilepsy is nothing but the fit disorder that will be can be having that particular mental illness, okay. And after some times, after 1 day 2 day, that person is going to suffer from the fit uh, strokes, okay, and that fit strokes are nothing but is known as the epilepsy, okay. And the blindness due to that particular Taenia solium's larva, that is known as the bladder worm or the cystocerus worms, that if that migraines or that it migrates to the eyes, you can see in these ocular cysticercosis, okay, ocular cysticercosis, that will be that bladder worm is going to migrate in this child's eyes, okay, and that swelling is happen with the ocular cavity, and uh, the person eyes may damage, such a likely that that person may have to lose is uh, the eyes, okay, and complete blindness may happen to that person, okay. As you can see, this second picture between the teniasis is the mucous membrane invasion of this particular bladder worm, okay, and there will be the right path of that particular bladder worm to get attached with, okay. If that bladder worm is going to migrate with the circulations, that will be the dangerous thing to get migrated into the liver, eyes, or the brain, okay. So these are the some severe pathogenicity of this particular type of the parasite, okay. So the treatment and the control measures, that will be the prophylaxis of this particular on this particular parasite. What we can do to take precaution measures to not get infected with this particular dangerous parasite. And the antihelminthic drugs is like the carbon tetrachloride or the oil of mm, Cynopodium and oil of the male fern Drapteris is may be caused due to the remove that adult tapeworm from the human intestine is able to get treatment on this particular carbon by this drug known as the carbon tetrachloride. Okay, so this drug usually removes the strobila only. Okay, strobila, the that particular up to the neck portions. Okay, so the strobila only, the while these scaly cells can only to be removed by the surgical operations. Okay, if that particular parasite is going to mature and its scolex is going to attach so deeply that it can't be removed only and only by the surgical operations. Okay, so the mode of infection can be checked by these destructions of the developmental stages like oncospores and the cysticerci. The oncospores may be destroyed through the proper disposals of human fecuses by sewage systems and easily by preventing the pigs from visiting human feces. Okay, so where some pigs rearing or the pig rearing is happens, there they are able to get care about these particular pigs, but where there the some countries like uh, some some cities in the our country that the pigs are going to rear discomfortable manner. Okay, and they are just visiting the various savages or the drainages. Okay, and that drainage system may contain the that infected persons that particular um, gravid proglotid. Okay, and that gravid proglotid may having the such operations that that pig may get um, invade or they get infected by means of that particular um, parasite. Okay, and then if that pig is going to eat some persons, then the if that pig is not so well cooked, that may have the chances to get the these particular infections. Okay, that's why these pigs should be get protected or the get controlled to not visit these savages or the drainages. Okay, the oncospores may destroyed through the proper disposals of the human feces, and individual prophylaxis consists of that will be better to get avoid to eat these raw and undercooked meat of the intermediate host, that will be the pig or the cattle. Okay, and the parasitic adaptations of these Taenia solium. Okay, so the tapeworm exhibits number of adaptive features to live comfortably in the intestine of the human being. Okay, as like as we have seen the parasitic adaptations in the last parasitic cause, that was the ascariasis. Okay, and the ascaris lumbricoides is going to adapt some um, to the its new environment. Okay, to the intestine. Likewise, this Taenia solium is also going to adapt some parasitic adaptations to get uh, live comfortably into the human being's intestine. Okay, so it has a well developed four suckers and hooks to anchor with the intestinal wall of the host. Okay, and which prevents it from being pushed out with the food due to peristaltic movement of the intestine. okay, that suckers and that rostrum hooks is going to get attached to the intestinal mucosal wall and going to get invade in the several parts of the intestinal gut, okay, and that several layers is going to get anchored by means of this particular hook, and then this one way directional peristaltic movement of the human gut is not going to throw out this particular parasite by this peristaltic movement of the intestine, okay. So the second adaptation will be its body is covered extremely by pigment which protects it from the host digestive juices like the ascaris, okay. So it has the pigment that will be helpful to protect from the digestive juices or the digestive acids to get protect by means of these particular scarias, these particular Taenia solium. Okay. Third will be the loss of alimentary canal is compensated by the freely permeable tegment for water and nutrients from the digestive food of the host intestine. Okay. And fourth will be the power of anaerobic respiration enables it to live in the environment of the intestinal contents with the which is oxygen free, okay. Where there is the less oxygen into the our intestinal lumen, where there this parasite is going to reside, okay, and it having the ability that anaerobic respiration will uh, live in the environment to intestinal content which is oxygen free lumen, okay. So the fifth will be the long flattened body provides longer surfaces and area for its saprozoic mode of nutrition. Saprozoic means the saprophytic, okay, that means the already digested food or the uh, partially digested food is going to eat by get assimilated by means of this particular parasite, that will be the saprophytic mode of the nutrition, okay. The sense organs are all altogether absent due to its shared habit, okay, and sense organs are absent in this particular parasite. So the seventh will be the huge power of the reproduction makes it able to ensure for the transference of at least a few embryos to pig, okay, and of larva from pig to man, okay, to maintain the continuity of the race, okay. The rest will be the survival of the fittest, and this is the reproductively fit or the it having the approach to get large reproduction rate, okay. So the this power of huge reproduction makes it able to ensure to get in this contest, okay, and that contest will be the survival of the fittest. So it will be the its mode of life decisions of this particular um, parasite that it will be going to reproduce more uh, to get pass the genes into the next generation, okay. So the a tapeworm that can survive for more than 30 years and every year it sheds nearly 2500 gravid proglottids, okay. That 2500 proglottids are going to pinch off every year from that adult tapeworm which is surviving for 30 long years, okay. And each that gravid proglottid contains nearly 30,000 to the 40,000 oncospore in each of them. So imagine the rate of the reproduction of this particular um, parasite, the huge reproduction rate, that 2500 graviploglotis get multiplies by means of average 35,000 eggs. Okay, so it is the huge per year. This is so the simplicity of its life cycle lowers the chances of hazards to them. Okay, it is has to face in the transfer from man to pig and pig to man. Okay, the pigs being carpophagous inhabit automatically approach the human feces. Okay, and that carpophagous behaviors containing the oncospores and ingested them to be get infective to the pig, and man also feeds on the pork, and hence by the ingesting mesli pork is becoming the infected to the man also. So this was the complete uh, we are completing here our fifth chapter, that will be the life cycle, pathogenicity and control measures of the various parasites. So after this chapter we are completing more than 50% syllabus of this our parasitology, which is the course name as the ZY335. Okay, so be keep studying guys. So there is circular for you people to get the examinations will be conducted by means of the online platform. Okay, so we will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.